Hello everyone, and here I have another artifact that came from my backyard. I know people aren't believing this, but my backyard is just full of Indian rock artifacts of all sizes. Look how small this one is. This is my hand. Look how my finger compared to that thing. I don't have big hands. I don't know if you can already see the eye, the nose, and the mouth on this one here. Now the strange, I'm shaking for some reason. The strange thing about that, not that it's strange, but it is strange to me that I've been noticing that most of the artifacts, they face this way when you hold them. I get very few that face this way. Although this has another little face over here. It's got a little eye, maybe a little beak area in here or something, or whatever that could be, or it could be a human face. But over here, I don't have really, I didn't prepare myself to be able to point this stuff to you. Here, I got my, try to point it out to you. But right there is a pecked out eye of some kind. It's pretty good and circular. And then you got your little pointy nose there. Pointy nose. And you actually got a little scratch here for a mouth. You can see it. There's a little scratch there they put in there for a mouth. I'm not sure what this is on top of his head. Now, the unusual thing about my yard, and it is very unusual, that I've been running across a lot of these type of figures, all sorts of sizes. You can see this is tiny. This is tiny. I mean, that's small. I mean, you can see I got it on close-up, and that is small. But that is a pretty good, I mean, you can see it close up. Look at that eye. That eye. That you can just distinctly see that that's an eye. And you can see that looks like a nose. And of course, the mouth area. Now, I haven't really spun it around. Let's go ahead and spin it around. And then I get a different type of different looking, I just don't have anything good to point, at least anywhere near me. It actually looks like that either this could be an eye, I'm not sure, or the eye was up here, nose, and then a mouth, or it's some sort of an animal. Then you go over here and you look, and there's a little teeny tiny pecked out eye there, a little scratch of a nose, and then a mouth line. But you look at this one here. Now, see, like I said, they face the other direction, this direction. You got a nice little, man, I'm having a hard time keeping my hand from shaking. Sorry, guys. That's a good little eye right there that they got, kind of taken out there. Then you got your nose here. I mean, I can see a couple things in here, and then this would be the mouth. Either that could be an eye, that little scratch right there could be a nose, or a little peck right there, and that could be a mouth. I mean, but it looks like to me it goes eye, nose, and then the mouth, because you can actually see a little like scratch here of some kind of a frown of some kind, or some weird, I don't know. But yeah, these are all over in my backyard. I know people aren't going to see them like I do. And how I find these, I don't take my camera out there and I don't search it. I got a lot of dog poop all over in the backyard, so I don't want to show that on camera. It's kind of disgusting. But I look for color. And if you look, this has got color. There's all kinds of cool looking colors, the features in there. And that's how I see it. And then when I turned it like this, I've got an ear. There's a little eye scratch here, nose, and then a mouth. This looks like another dinosaur. I swear that most of my rocks or my artifacts are not from Indian times. They seem like they're Stone Age or Mayan times, because a lot of times they have weird hats on top of them. I got a lot of them that have, excuse me, pointy hats on top of their heads. And so I turn it over. And this one is another face with a animal on top of its head. So we have an eye here. Then you have your nose, and there's a scratch for a mouth. And then up here, he's actually wearing something on top, an animal or something. There's an ear, eye, and then a snout, and then maybe maybe that's the top of his head, or maybe that's a mouth. Or, well, that would be the jawline would be gone, and they'd be wearing the skull on their head. So that would be the line on top of his head. So yeah, there's just never ending in my yard of finding. And here we go. I was talking about the maybe with a lot of them that have pointed heads. There's one right here. It's got a pointed head. You've got a eye, then a nose, and then like another scratch for a mouth. I mean, that looks just like, not just like, but I mean a very crude face with a pointed head. Oh man, and it kind of got a little bit of a something over here too. Got your eye, a little bitty nose pointy there, and then a little scratch for a mouth. Well, you know, everybody can see something that I don't see. And then you go on this side here. That's a little scratch for an eye. Look at that. That is notched out of there. That's so you can see that that's an eye. And I don't know if that's a human eye, but it looks like it may be a bird, because it kind of looks like maybe a woodpecker or something with it sticking up. I mean, I don't know that. But it looked kind of like a bird, a little scratch for an eye, a little very, very shallow beak, and whatever, you know. But you can see that that my yard is not just any yard. It is jam-packed full of all kinds of artifacts from all different sizes. I mean, I got anywhere from giant Indians to the Mayan culture. That's what it looks like to me. Thank you very much.